say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Kawhi Leonard.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Pass to Leonard. Harden surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Over McBride. Harden's shot is off. Knicks on offense. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Now, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Now here's Leonard. Harden missing his last shot. Leonard kicks to Powell. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Towns. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him.
Oh!
Yes, sir. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Bridges outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. The step back jumper is good.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Here's McBride, guarded by Harden. That's a 2 from Towns. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And this is Harden's specialty, one of the best in the league at drawing contact and yet still able to convert.
When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5 now.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Bridges attacking. Off on the layup.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The Clippers trail. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Bogdanovich out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Coffee in at the 3-spot. Right against Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
But Bogdanovich coming right back down and going right back at him.
Outside, Towns. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
The first one falls.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Powell's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles. was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Payne dishes to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
For New York, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he makes the first.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Wright, and the Clippers with a change here too. Leonard's checked in. And Towns drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Dunn finds Powell to the middle. Here's Leonard. Leonard chewing him up inside.
Working some magic inside. Leonard so polished.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
A different look for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Cameron Payne. James Harden, he's checked in for the Clippers. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now McBride. He has yet to score. Pass to Hart. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
And you want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level. Now, the defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Towns a screen on down. New York no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harden the pass to Powell. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Launches it from deep. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's McBride, guarded by Harden. Here's Towns. To stop the drought, he lays it in. Towns has got 9 points in the quarter.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy monies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
You see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, they'll have the advantage coming in, but it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. And let's get into this first half. A super close game for the Clippers so far.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's McBride in at the point. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. That one falls. Leonard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Los Angeles. The Knicks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. McBride passes to Hart. Here's McBride, guarded by Hart. New York moving it around. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And the rejection by Zubats.
Terrific defense from Zubats. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Leonard against Anunoby for the lead. And it's Leonard missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's McBride, and Jones sends it back. Pass to Harden, and here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
A great hustle from Harden in transition, getting up the court as quickly as possible.
New York trailing. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Nobody has been better at clogging the passing lanes than this group, who are the tops in the league in steals since the All-Star break. Second is Chris Dunn. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
What a job both of them have done defensively in the open court. They've really gotten a feel for their opponents the more they see them.
Jones against Hart. Hart with a screen on Powell. To the right side. And Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all three levels.
Leonard against Anunoby. Outside Leonard. That one goes. Count it. Leonard's got 11 points.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Payne, he's checked in for the Knicks. The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Back to Hart. 1:22 left to play in the third. Pass to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Here's McBride. Off target from outside. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a one-point game. He gets it in there. 8 points for James Harden.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And here is Anunoby. Towns looking around. And Jones pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Harden the pass to Dunn. Harden sets the pick for Dunn. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Zubac. And it's Towns missing. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the third quarter.
The previous play is under review.
Play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles on top, up 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Drew Eubanks out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the three, the small forward.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Simmons on the wing. Payne covering. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
Left side, Towns. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
That free throw missing, and a new group in for the Knicks. Hart, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. Bridges, he's checked in for Wright. And Miles McBride subbed in for Cameron Payne. And then for the Clippers, Zubats is checked in for Eubanks. Derek Jones comes in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden subbed in for Simmons. A three from Leonard. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Clippers ball.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Anunoby against Leonard. Here's Hart. Out to Bridges. Back to Hart. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Leonard draws the double. Jones finds Zubats. Now Powell. Shoots from 14, and Bridges with the block.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. To tie it up. Towns, no luck. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by McBride. Jones with the screen on Anunoby. To the paint. It's slammed in by Jones.
Leonard has the ball in his hands a ton, and those are some big hands. Comfortable handling the rock and making plays.
Pass to Towns. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
Leonard, the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, man, love calling Zubats' number there at 7 feet. Get shots off in big moments.
Pass to Towns. It's the Clippers with the rebound. Powell, the pass to Jones. The shot's good. Jones has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Towns a screen on Jones. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
First team foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
OG Anunoby. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Kawhi Leonard at the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
New York calls timeout. 29 seconds left in the game.
Another big cheer for your Knicks City Kings.
.29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Zubac.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that trims the lead to 6. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul. Norman Powell at the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
So the Clippers with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.